My name is Oscar Medina, and I am going to be presenting about the origins of partial charges and their map surface. Some objectives that we're going to learn today would be: what are partial charges? What effects on molecules? What does map mean? How do they look on a map surface? Basics of partial charges. Partial charges are what makes up a molecule's polarity. Polarity is basically another word for attraction between two molecules. They are represented by partial positive, which is kind of like the and symbol with a plus sign, and partial negative, same thing but with a negative sign. They determine where another molecule can attach. So the more electronegative a molecule is, the more likely is for a molecule to attach to there that is positive. And also forms covalent bonds. Also another word for polarity basically just means like the sharing of electrons between two molecules. That's a covalent bond. Here's just like a diagram that shows you what the partial negative and partial positive signs look like. Ignore the arrow on the right side. That's just another thing for another day. For now, just focus on the partial negative and partial positive. Some effects on polarity: when two molecules collide and one is more electronegative than the other, one loses an electron and the other gains one. Imagine it like tug of war. Whichever team has the most strength is the one that is gonna gain more. When a polar compound is formed, that increases some of the properties of the molecule. Meaning, like, it'll increase the boiling point, its melting point, because you're making it stronger, you're not making it weaker. A great example is ammonia. You use this like to as cleaning products, sometimes industrial uses. So now we get to the section of MAP. MAP stands for molecular electrostatic potential, meaning it color coordinates the molecule atoms with red, which is negative, blue is positive, and green is neutral. Here's another demonstration of what the colors look like. And that's an image of ammonia thanks to MoView, which is another website. So the red is the most negative, and the blue ends are the most positive. To conclude, let's cover what we should have learned. We learned that partial charges arise from molecule electronegativity, which that you can figure it out also by looking on the periodic table. The only ones that you won't see it for are for transition metals. We learn about the effects on molecules that partial charges have on them. and what MEP surface is and how does it help out, and why is MEP used. Great job. Great job, everybody. These are just my references where I got the information and some images. And yeah, thank you all for having the time to look at this PowerPoint. And this was a project for CHE 1093001, which is chemistry. And my professor is John Frederick.